There are a lot of companies that would give anything to have Nike on board their project, and for Special Olympics it means the world to have Nike in their corner, making all of this possible. We've been here for 7 years, and it's a great location, and it's a relationship that I know means the world to Special Olympics Oregon. So we thank all the good folks at Nike, and also all the volunteers you see around today. If there's a maroon shirt, they're volunteering to help us today, so let's give them a big round of applause. More than 400 of these volunteers have taken time out of their day today to help you with the youth games. So we're thrilled to have you for these opening ceremonies. How many are here for the track and field? Raise your hand. All right. And then how many are here for the soccer? You might get a little wet out there on the field, but it's going to be okay. And how many are here for the basketball? Yeah. All right, well, we are thrilled to have you here today. We're so excited for these opening ceremonies and these youth games. And we're going to kick it off with one of our good friends from Nike who's joined us here today. He's the Vice President and General Manager of Young Athletes for North America. Let's say hi to Reg Hamlin.
So good morning, everybody. I'm not a beaver or a duck. I'm actually from Michigan, so I'm a Spartan. So my Spartans. I'll take that. Welcome to Nike, everybody. It's really great to see you all out here despite the weather. It's a beautiful day, right? Whether it's basketball, running, soccer, or golf, it's going to be a fantastic day. At Nike, what we do is really around providing access to sport for everyone. That's kind of what our brand is all about. And in fact, Nike, along with Special Olympics, and over 70 organizations are really focused on combating the crisis of physical inactivity around the world. And part of how we look at that is really to try to do two things, and hopefully today is about that. One is creating early positive experiences for kids in sports and physical activity. Really important that they have a good first step in terms of sports and activity. Second is really to work hard at integrating physical activity and sports into daily lives. And so today is really about that. I hope you guys have a great time. We're really, really proud of our long-term partnership with Special Olympics Oregon. They do great work, and it is really great to see that they're really supporting the present and future needs of a lot of young people around the state. So with that, I'm excited to welcome you here to Nike. I hope you have a fantastic day. A little rain won't hurt anybody. And I'd like to welcome you to my good friend and introduce you to my good friend, Nelson Ferris, Director of Heritage and Culture, who's got some special guests for you to meet. So have a fantastic day.
So how do you say fun? Say it again. Like fun. Okay, everybody have fun today, okay? Everybody practice that all day long. Welcome to Nike. Everybody else has said what I would say, so I won't repeat it. But I'll tell you this. Everybody counts. How many parents are in the room? Parents? Friends? People we don't like, anybody of those in the room? How many athletes are in the room? Yeah? How many old athletes are in the room? Oh, there's one there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It's all about you. It's Oregon. They talk about the rain. It rains here, so what? You ever played soccer in the rain? It's muddy. Isn't that fun? Fun? We have three special guests today we're going to bring out on stage. Three athletes, all uniquely different. And we're going to bring them out and chat with them a little bit. But when you look at them and you listen to their story, you think about yourself, because everybody can do something. Everybody can do something. This company was started, believe it or not, 50 years ago. When two people shook hands and said, we're going to make great product to help athletes train better and compete better. And that was the simple idea. And now our mission statement says to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. And then underneath that's a little asterisk, and it says, if you have a body, you are an athlete. So we have just welcomed 7 billion people who participate in the world of sport and athletics. Okay, so are you ready for some guests? Yeah! Are you hungry yet? Food is good, right? All right, so 3 special guests. First one, a unique woman because she's the first woman in the world to compete in the triathlon with a prosthetic leg. And she's the first one in the world to do that. Point number 1. Number 2, she's good enough, she competed in the Amazing Race, which is that race that goes around the world. So please welcome Sarah Reinertsen. Usually we have chairs. We're athletes, we stand up. Right. Second athlete, Olympic champion, gold medal winner, 1 gold, 3 silvers in the Beijing Olympics as a gymnast. Her dad was a wrestler, and trust me, she's strong. She could wrestle anybody too. Please welcome Shawn Johnson. She also appeared on Dancing with the Stars. And our third athlete is 19 years old. He loves golf, he loves basketball, he loves soccer. No, swimming. He doesn't like soccer, he likes to swim. But the best part of this gentleman's life is that he now has a job working at the Nike store. So please welcome Brett Bobslaw. Okay, how do you make that, or how do you do that? Just like that, okay, yeah. Done. High five. All right, so let's talk about you first, since you're the closest one here. The gold medals, how many years did it take for you to get to Olympic gold medal status?
I started gymnastics when I was 3 years old.
3 years old.
And I competed at the Olympics when I was 16, so 13 years. And I probably didn't start really training for the Olympics until I was like 10. So I did about 35 hours a week.
35 hours a week, yeah.
So.
And then you got to Beijing and the pressure was extraordinary. I mean, how do you stay focused and what'd you do?
I remember for me, I kind of played a game with myself when I was at the Olympics. I refused to let myself think that it was the Olympics. I just thought I was at home in my own training gym, going through it, which kind of has a pro and con, because when it was over, I was like, oh, I just experienced the Olympics, and I didn't like take it in, but it was, you have to do that to keep focused.
That's pretty cool. So Ironman, I mean, what are the pieces of the Ironman again?
So the Ironman triathlon, there's triathlons of many distances. In order for it to be an Ironman, it has to be a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, followed by a full marathon, a 26.2-mile run, all in one day.
And how long did it take you to do that?
It took me 15 hours and 5 minutes. So I started at 7 in the morning and I finished at 10:05 at night. So
15 hours.
Kind of a long day.
You guys are working out for 15 hours straight.
No, yeah. Have you ever done anything for 15 hours straight? All right, that's cool. So, Brett, your favorite sport is? Basketball. You got a favorite athlete? Maybe yourself, Brett?
Yeah, myself.
Yeah. What else you like to do?
Me? I like to play golf because it's a lot of fun. So, if you need any pointers, you can ask me.
So, what about your job at the employee store? What's that like?
It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of pride. Like, it comes in, so I get a sneak peek of everything.
And so, what department do you work in over there?
I work at the distribution center.
Distribution. That means he gives things away. Distribution, right?
That's warehouse.
Yeah. So, let's talk about Dancing with the Stars. So, you tell them what you did.
In 2008, right after the Olympics, I did my first season of Dancing with the Stars, season 8. It was absolutely terrifying. something about going on national television and doing something you've never done before was scary, but it taught me for the first time that I could do something outside of my sport and I could do more than just a gymnast. I ended up winning that season. And then I got invited back to do Dancing with the Stars All-Star season at the beginning of this year, and I came in second. So that was fun.
Since she's a really good gymnast, I can imagine, you know how they sometimes spin you around and they bend you over?
Yeah.
Why you just don't keep going like that?
Seems like every time I try to do gymnastics on the show, I get yelled at. So I just stopped doing it completely.
Okay. And you competed in the Amazing Race, so I mean that just sounds crazy. So what is that?
Yes, so the Amazing Race is a race around the world, and you open a clue and you have to make your way to the next city, and then the last team to arrive gets eliminated, and then the last team standing wins $1 million. So I was very fortunate to be on that race. I was the first amputee ever invited to be on that show. And much like Shawn's experience of being on Dancing with the Stars, I was on television doing things that really scared me and that were hard and that were uncomfortable. I'm very afraid of heights. And they kept making me climb things. I had to scale the Great Wall of China. I had to climb a cliff in the ocean of Vietnam, and I had to do it on TV. But what I loved about it was that it forced me to live out of my comfort zone and to try something new. And sometimes it takes a little bit of courage to try something you've never done before, just like it will take a little bit of courage today for you to try a new sport. But that's an important lesson to learn, to give it your best shot and do it anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, so 3 unique athletes. The message is always try, do your best, and have fun. All right, so thanks for having us out. You're going to have a great time. This is the big TV shit stage. Okay, walk this way.
Nice job, Nelson. Good to see you all. Thank you all for coming. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get some golf tips from Brett. And Amazing Race is my favorite show on TV, even though it's on the network that I don't work for, but don't tell me like that. And you know, it's too bad that Shawn isn't still up here, because I'm not going to brag or anything, but I was a pretty good gymnast when I was younger. You know, let's just say that in 7th grade, I got a superstar in PE. I know this Olympic stuff. Oh, hi, Shawn.
Hey, can you see your gymnastics next?
You want to see them?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, step
Come
back.
on.
Okay.
I mean, you
no
want to
cameras.
that's great, right?
No cameras and no flash photography. Okay, this is special stuff. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go.
You could have been at the Olympics then.
Go ahead and top that.
I don't know if I
If
can.
you can, right?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Come on.
Let's hear it again for Shawn. Let's just say she's lucky we didn't have a dance-off. All right, I want to bring up someone now who is very special and very important to the Special Olympics. And it's someone, you know, some people you meet and you just instantly like. It's funny because I asked her if her name was pronounced one way or the other. She said, no, the only time my name's pronounced that way is if you're mad at me. And I said, I can't imagine anyone ever being mad at you. She's been the CEO of Special Olympics Oregon for 10 years. And we're lucky to have her because she's doing great work. she also understands that it's going to take a lot more work to get where she wants to be. Let's have a nice, warm round of applause for Margie Hunt, the CEO of Special Olympics.
Well, hello, Oregon. Look at this. You know, you are true. I mean, if you didn't have shoes on, I'd make you not raise your hands, but raise your feet so you can see those webs. Because we do things in the rain. We're Oregonians are not wimpy. So you are here, and you are true Oregonians, and I am so excited to see you. You know, that was very good, Joe. Did you appreciate Joe's gymnastics? I want Joe to know that I feel the same way. The reason that we never became Olympic gymnasts is just because we're too tall. And I think that must be the only reason. No. So anyway, isn't it wonderful to have these such accomplished athletes here to inspire us with this is our 7th year of Youth Games, Special Olympics Oregon Youth Games, presented by Nike. And I know they don't like it when I do this, but I'll do it anyway. There is no better corporate citizen in the entire state, and perhaps maybe in the world, than Nike. I know this stuff. And they are extraordinary. It is a part of their corporate culture to make the world better, and they're doing it all the time. And it's not just for them. Yes, they're an incredibly successful company and enterprise all over the world, but they are trying to make the world better too in the ways that they give back. And we are one of the fortunate recipients of that here right in the backyard in Oregon, and I'm so thankful for them. And she's also going to shoot me, but could you please give a warm round of applause to a woman here who is really in charge of all of the community giving that is done, and her name is Kathy Webb. Come on, Kathy. She's not mine, but this is just an extraordinary woman. I love her. I would want to be more like her every day, and we thank her very much for what she does. Thank you. Yeah. So this is also, as some of you may have noticed, this is also a celebration today across the country and the world of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, who founded Special Olympics, which is such a phenomenal movement all over the world. It's in 160 countries, maybe more than that now, and every state, and we're very excited that we have our own chapter right here in Oregon that we can grow. This Special Olympics really started, as many of you may know, in her backyard. The Kennedy family, she had a sister who had intellectual disability, and just decided that sports maybe and the tools that come from learning sports could help. And that's where it started. She passed away not too long ago, and so this is a special day where we recognize her and her contributions as well. So quite an extraordinary woman. I did get to meet her a few years ago, and she's just charming. I also now have the pleasure of, it's just such a pleasure to see all of you. You are just awesome. Special Olympics Oregon is growing in many ways by leaps and bounds. And we know that we need to be making sure that all of the youth, ages 8 to 18, and families know about Special Olympics and the benefits of it for you year-round. It's not just one set of games. It's year-round, and it's a great support network as well. So I'd like to bring out now, if I may, a man who is on our board of directors. He is the Director of Legal Services for Cambia Health Solutions, Inc., and they're very closely associated, obviously, with Regions Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I want to thank our Regions friends also, because I want you to be sure, your parents, to go to the Parents Pavilion, which is outside. It's warm, and it's indoors, under a tent. And that's where there will be a lot of resources for you to pick up to learn more about how your children could be involved year-round, because it's great activities. And so I'd like to to invite Mike to come out and join me. And also, let's bring back our Special Olympics athlete, Brett Doswell.
Thank you. You ready, Brett?
Yeah.
You go.
Let's do it.
All right. We need everybody in the room to join Brett in repeating the oath after me.
Yep.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Ready? Ready? Let me win.
So if I cannot
If I cannot win, let me be brave and intact.
One more time.
Everybody
Let's
do it? I don't know. Okay, one more time.
That's about a B+. Let's go to A+.
Excited.
Here we go.
Ready.
Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win,
But if I cannot win,
let me be brave and intact.
let me be brave and intact.
All right. That's better. Thank you.
Thank you all. Hey, Brett, why don't you, if you can, come back out with us, and Sarah and Shawn as well, for this final little segment before we send you off. I'd like to get our athletes back out here. But I want to let you know that all of you really inspire greatness in us, and we're thrilled to have you here today. And we want to send you off, as we do every year, with everyone joining us by saying, let the games begin. Okay, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then everybody say, let the games begin. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Gene Hansen right now. Gene Hansen is the Director of Youth Outreach with Special Olympics Oregon, and she's going to have instructions for you where to go and which direction, and have a great time today, everybody, and thank you so much for being here.
How's everybody doing? Are you ready to go out and enjoy the sunshine because it came out while you're in here? So, on the count of 3, we are going to bring that sun out or send those clouds away. On the count of 3, I want you to give me 3 claps. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was awesome. So, you know, we had over 600 or almost 600 participants sign up for this. And so we are so thrilled that you came out and that we're going to go ahead and go as planned today. So what we're going to do is if it's lightly raining, we'll keep going. And then if it starts to rain harder, the people that are in charge of your different sports, they will bring you back. Before you leave, be sure and get a lunch. We have Subway lunches that will be down on the rotunda where you came in. We have seated areas or rooms that will be open so you can stay and you can eat your lunch. And then we have a gift bag for the athlete or the participants. When you go out, it'll be by the doors. The Parents Pavilion people will probably come in during lunchtime, so they'll be here. Or if it's not raining, they'll be in the tent, but be sure and stop by. And I want everybody who is in outdoor basketball, raise your hand. Okay, so when we get done here, we have one short video to see, and then when we're done, you will go back to Newport Sawgrass room, and they're going to make sure everybody's there, and then you're going to get on a bus, and you're going to go right across the street to the middle school. So that's the people that were outdoor basketball. You're going to be indoors, but we're going to bus you across the street. So you're going to go back to Newport Sawgrass. If you are in golf, once we get done here, you're going to go outside and you're just going to go out by those big tents on Ronaldo Field, and you're going to look for those pink signs and get with your group. So golf, Ronaldo Field, pink signs. If you're in indoor basketball, raise your hands. Indoor basketball. Give me a shout, indoor basketball. You are going to go outside, and then you're going to go to the right on the patio. You're going to look for the blue signs and find your group, and you'll be there. Indoor basketball, out to the patio, to the right, and blue signs. Track and field. Where's my track and field, people? You guys are truly ducks and beavers. Nice. Maybe a few Spartans in there. You're going to go outdoors, look for the green signs. You're going to go to the left. So green signs, outside to the left. Soccer. Where's our soccer players? So soccer, you are looking for orange signs. You're going to go out the field by the tents.
look for orange signs, and then your area is just right out there. And then our unified teams, our unified high school teams, you're gonna go and look for the yellow signs, and you're gonna go out just past the tents on the field. Okay, so that's where everyone's gonna go. Thank you for showing up today. As soon as this short video is over, then we'll slowly escort. And where's our theater people that are gonna help? There's 4 entrances to get out, so we'll just slowly go out and get to your sport clinics, and then we'll go from there. All right? Thank you. On the count of 2, give yourself 2 claps and watch the video. Be out of here. Ready? 1, 2. All right.
This is called Span Stop. It's by this